Good day to you. Good day to you. Good day to you. I'm doing you versus them. Feel free to swap the roles. I am playing as if you are up top and them is down below. But if I start reading your energy and you feel like it's the person you're dealing with, feel free to swap the roles. No big deal. It is interchangeable. Also, I will say I'm going in reverse order. So I'm starting with Pisces and heading all the way into Aries. Hello, Miss Leanne. It is so awesome to see you today. Also note, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and anybody you're dealing with, cross-watch for if you know somebody else's placements. So with that being said, let us get into it. Oh, one more thing. I am taking super chat questions. All super chat questions will be answered at the end after we go through all the signs. And there will be timestamps in the comment section when we are finished. So let us go ahead and start with Pisces. I have two little pieces of paper here and I should cover one so I don't get confused. All right, Pisces, we're going to go with your feelings, intentions, blocks, and the most likely outcome. And then we will get into your person's feelings, intentions, block, and most likely outcome. One more, please. Okay, Pisces, your overall feelings, we have the Queen of Air. So the Queen of Air is somebody who is very clear, concise. They are able to really tune into their truth, speak their truth. It's Libra energy, but it's also, you could be dealing with a Libra or have that in your chart, or just being in that energy of somebody who is diplomatic. They're willing to hear what other people have to say. Possibly find a meeting in the middle, but it's also somebody who's willing to inevitably cut somebody out of their life if they're just not on the same page, if they're holding them back in some way, shape, or form. The overall intentions, we have the Nine of Fire. So the Nine of Fire is twofold. It's somebody who has dealt with a lot, somebody who has been through a lot. So this could be a situation where you've been with this person for a very long time. It also just could pertain to cycles, a very long cycle of certain things that you've dealt with or put up with. What I do like about the Nine of Fire is that you're headed towards the 10, where you finally drop the burdens. So it feels as though, even though your intention could be to maybe be focusing on what is wrong in a situation, I feel like inevitably you are going to be dropping all of the burdens. Excuse me. The most likely block, we have you. You're your most likely block, Pisces, the Hanged Man, number 12. It's needing to see a different perspective, which I find interesting because if you're in the Queen of Air, as Libra energy, hello, you are able to kind of see different perspectives. Maybe it's that you're giving too much in that general area of allowing somebody to kind of skate by because you're, well, I can see where they're coming from. Being a little bit too compassionate as opposed to, or empathetic, being too empathetic as opposed to okay, yeah, I see where they're coming, but I'm still willing to cut them out because whatever is taking place is crossing boundaries. Their overall energy is the 5 of fire. Their overall feelings, I should say, it's chaos. It's like they're one day in it, the next day not in it. One day feeling it, the next day not feeling it. It's like you don't know if they're coming or going. Their overall intentions is the 3 of water, celebration, coming together, unity. What's blocking them? It feels as though their negative thoughts turning into things. The 5 of Pentacles. It could be that it could even be finances. It's interesting how one aspect in our life not going to plan can actually affect the majority of our life, but it feels as though it could be financial instability. It also could be literally that they are in a negative mindset. I do like to see the 2 5s though, because 5 for me is a symbol of change. Something's going to end up giving at some point. So let's get into the most likely outcome for Pisces and their person. I feel like Pisces, you're definitely holding on to this. And I feel as though whomever you're dealing with has the Strength card. That is the energy of being in their power, perseverance. And I feel like, yeah, this is something that's going to continue on. The overall energy is number 47, the thinking woman. And again, that makes me think of air energy. As long as we're not thinking of ill thoughts or anything to that extent, I feel like it could really bring 2 people together, allowing 2 people to come together, think along the same lines. It feels transformative with the butterfly. So I'm going to say that, yes, Pisces, you and your person are definitely going to continue moving forward. Let us move on to Aquarius at 7:45. So, bright side, I do personal readings. If that's something that interests you, you can find the information either in the description, I believe, of this page and or the About section on my main page. If you're asking for a specific question, I am doing super chats, but it's 1 question per super chat. So, and that would be answered after we get through all the signs. I have done Pisces so far. We have moved on to Aquarius. We are going in reverse order. But feel free to watch your placement, your different placements, and see if maybe something resonates for your personal situation. Hello, Elizabeth. I think I just said Isabeth. I meant to say Elizabeth. Alrighty. Again, we are doing you versus them. If you feel at some point that I am describing them, feel free to swap the roles as need be. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get into your feelings. Again, this is for Aquarius, your intentions. Your most likely blocks. I'm going to be honest. I ate a cookie and I shouldn't have. Okay, I ate like 3 cookies and I definitely shouldn't have. And now my tummy is not happy. My tummy is not happy with the cookies I ate, the sugar. Okay, their overall feelings. Their overall intentions. Ooh. Most likely blocks and most likely outcome. And then the overall energy. for the most likely outcome. Aquarius, your overall feelings is the Queen of Fire. Could be dealing with an Aries or have that in your chart. It could be that your overall feelings, if this is a fire sign you're dealing with, because it's Aries, but it could be Aries, Leo, Sag, is this person that you just are engulfed with this person. But as the energy specifically, this is the energy of somebody who is passionate, driven, magical, charismatic. So it could just be that you're feeling very passionate towards this person, driven towards this person, like you could feel like you're magnetized. I couldn't think of the word. Magnetized to this person. Like they're very magnetic. Their energy pulls you in. Your overall intentions are the Ace of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, brand new emotional beginning. You want to hand over your cup of love to this person. What's most likely blocking you, interesting, we have the King of Earth. This could be a specific person. It could also just be that it's an energy. This is specifically Virgo. I had to think about that for a minute, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it could be any earth sign. This is somebody who is grounded, stable. It's the energy also of like security, stability. So if it's not that it's pertaining to your security and stability that's blocking you, it could be a person, maybe a past person, a father, a friend, an ex, a child maybe, but the overall block is a King of Earth. And again, if it's not a person, it could definitely be the energy of like your stability, your security, your 3D world, right? Their overall feelings, interestingly enough, is the Queen of Fire. So you're both feeling the Queen of Fire. You could have fire in your chart, and or they're feeling, if they're fire energy, they're feeling themselves. Either way, you both have the same feelings. Now, whether it's towards one of you or both of you, it is definitely that energy of drive, desire, passion, magic, charisma, and magnetism. So I just find that very interesting, Aquarius, that you both have fire, the Queen of Fire specifically, in your feelings. Their intentions is the Ten of Earth. That's beautiful. That's longevity. That is literally upwards of 10 years or longer. It is to build a sturdy, steady foundation, to create a grounded, stable, happy environment in this 3D, to expand your life together. What's blocking them? Chaotic energy. That again is conflicts with others, but it's also burdens. It is the energy of like one day I'm in it, the next day I'm not in it. My energy is going in 20 different directions as opposed to focusing on my desire, being focused on a specific thing. It's like, oh, squirrel, like it's yeah, I'm really into you today, but then tomorrow it's like, where'd they go? And then it's just this energy of here today, gone tomorrow, back again. It's like in and out. And I don't know if it's intentional or if they're just unsure. Like it doesn't feel like they're unsure, but it almost feels like they're distracted, energetically letting their energy seep out in 20 different directions. However, I will say that the most likely outcome, we do have the call, number 20. This is to follow your higher intuition on your end, to go towards your calling. And their overall most likely outcome is the Ace of Fire. That is Aries, Leo, Sag energy, but it's to follow their passion, their drive, their desires, to take on a new opportunity. But the overall energy between the two is number 23, all tied up. And so what I find interesting about this is Is it that they're out looking for something else that they find to be, is that where this block is coming? That they're constantly looking for that next passion, drive, desire. Maybe they're thinking with one body part, whereas you're more on what it seems to be a spiritual calling to follow your intuition, to follow your heart, to follow your what you deem to be your templed path. Interesting, because all tied up to me is screaming that there's a feeling of being stuck or unable for something to move forward. So I'm going to say for Aquarius, it isn't necessarily a no, but I feel like there's some blocks that definitely are holding this situation back. And it's really important to get to the intention. Is there truly love on both sides, or is it just driven by passion? Is it just passion and thinking with the loins as opposed to love? Like, yes, I see your intention is to be in love, to give them your cup of love. But frankly, I don't see any cups on their side. I see stability and security, longevity, but I also see somebody who it just feels like they're really playing with their passion. Like, I heard sticking their diddle stick wherever, like, they're constantly looking for the next thing, if that makes sense. So I'm going to say for yours, it doesn't necessarily feel like this is love. It feels more as if it is some kind of passion-driven, possibly sexual, which, hey, teach their own experience. So let's move on to Capricorn at 1723. Capricorn. Do a little shuffle. Again, I am going in reverse order. I have done Pisces and Aquarius. We are currently on Capricorn. We are making our way slowly but surely to Aries. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, especially. That's your love language. And any placements if you want to cross-watch for somebody you're dealing with. If you know their placements. I am doing super chats. One question per super chat, please. And all super chats will be answered. Ooh, excuse me. At the end of the all signs. Okay. Capricorn. Again, you are up here. They're down here. If you feel at any point you are resonating with this as opposed to this, flip the roles as need be. Overall feelings, intentions, block, most likely outcome. Where'd you go? Their overall feelings, intention, block, most likely outcome. Interesting, all of them came face down. Oh, Klee-doklee. Capricorn, your overall feelings. We have the 7 of air. You know, I might go on a limb here and say that either you have air in your chart or you could be dealing with an air sign because the majority of your cards are all air. And with the 7 of air, it's a feeling of, in fact, it feels as though you're up in your head space a little bit too much. I feel like your fears or mind is just going over it's like a self-imposed prison. You're overthinking and overanalyzing. And mainly when this is in your feelings, I feel as though you could be overthinking your feelings. You could be overanalyzing your feelings. It almost feels like a prison, like you're stuck on repeat, essentially. Your overall intention is the 5 of air. Well, that's fighting. That's arguments. That is maybe even talking bad about somebody. That's extreme. But it could be in your own head. It's to keep questioning, or it's like playing the devil's advocate in your own head, where let's say they say, oh, I love you. And in your head, you're like, yeah, but do you really? Do they really love me? Like, I don't think they really. It's all internal dialogue. I mean, yes, you could be talking to friends and family about it, but it feels like you're on a negative trajectory and it's a self-imposed prison. Maybe there's something that you found out or saw, or something from the past that triggered this feeling, this emotion. But you're up in your headspace, and it is literally something you're going to begin to create in the 3D if you don't stop. What's blocking you? The 4 of air. Well, that's interesting because the 4 of air is healing and meditation. And so I almost feel as though what's blocking you is your lack thereof to gain some form of clarity. If we're spending all of our time in the energy of what ifs and fear and accusations and mentally fighting, battling back and forth, we're not going to get the clarity that we need. I feel as though there's a need to literally, you could be seeing peacocks or peacock feathers. There's really a need to take time out and meditate and maybe distance yourself from this person, situation, walk in nature, take a breath and really get to the clarity. The question is, do you have grounds and basis for how you're feeling or what's going on in your mind? Like, is it your intuition that triggered something and was like, that doesn't seem right? And then you just went on this crazy spiral, as opposed to being like, nope, that wasn't right. These are my boundaries. This isn't for me. And maybe instead you went, well, yeah, but maybe they're telling the truth, but maybe they're not. And then you're in this crazy mental game. Just throwing that out there. Their overall feelings is the Page of Fire, passion, drive. This is somebody who is feeling like passion, and it could be passionate communication. It could be desiring just a night in the sack. Maybe it is a wanting to do what fuels their passion, drives their passion, whatever that might be. Their overall intentions, we have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. This is magic. It is also, when we are in the Magician energy, it is manifesting, it's creating, and it's controlling, because we're controlling the energy. We're manipulating the energy to do our bidding. We manifest every second of every day by literally our thoughts, our feelings. When we do it intentionally, we're intentionally creating in order to, I feel like it's manipulation. I'm just going to throw that out there. I feel like this is manipulation to gain something that they desire, some kind of passion. What's blocking them? A King of Earth. Well, that's Virgo energy specifically, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I feel like you're blocking them. I almost wonder if your block is blocking this person because maybe you are meditating. Maybe you are seeking clarity. Maybe you are taking that break. And that's what's blocking them. I feel like you're blocking them. I definitely feel like you are blocking this. The most likely outcome, Ten of Fire, you're going to drop it like a bad habit. This is an old cycle or old pattern that I feel like is rearing its head for you to, you know, when we are in a cycle and a pattern, we have a tendency to each time kind of get a little bit wiser, a little bit quicker, until it gets to a point where we see it coming a mile away and we don't even move towards it. But it does take time. It takes us dating somebody for 10 years. And then the next person we dated for 5 years. And then the next person, it took 6 months of dating them. And then we're like, nope, I swear this is the same. I feel like you're ending this cycle. They are in the energy of the Hermit. This is somebody who is feeling like they're ghosting you. They're moving. They're taking time away from you. They are going solo. And frankly, I feel like the overall energy is happiness. Cornucopia. Couldn't feel better. Couldn't be better. The reason being is because I feel like they're looking for something that isn't what you're looking for. So Capricorn, I feel like this is a go nowhere situation. I feel like it is you literally ending a cycle. This is a karmic situation for you to learn and grow from, and you are doing just that. Let's move on to Sagittarius at 2645. So I am doing super chat questions, a boss. I don't know if I said that right. And it's one question per super chat, if that's what you're asking. The super chat questions are answered at the end after I go through all the signs. I'm going in reverse order from Pisces to Aries. I have done Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. We are now on Sagittarius. Also, I will be leaving timestamps once we are finished here I will pin it in the comment section. Sagittarius, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The sun is currently in my eyeballs. And or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. I am doing you up here versus them down here. If at any point you feel like I am talking about you when I'm down here, change the roles, flip them, reverse them, however it resonates for you. All right, who are we on again? Sag. All right, Sagittarius, your current feelings for them, your intentions, blocks, and most likely outcome. Boop. Their overall feelings for you. Intentions. Blocks. And most likely outcome. Interesting. And one more. All right, Sagittarius. I need to move those over there. Your current feelings is number 13, transformation. Your current feelings for them, it feels like you might be trying to change them or shift this situation. It even could pertain to maybe your feelings are shifting and changing towards this person, growing maybe. Your overall intentions is the 3 of Fire. That's waiting for your ships to come in. It's also planning for the future. So I feel like you're definitely... So transformation is the Death card, Scorpio energy. And I feel more that there is a desire to... I feel like your feelings are shifting and growing, transmuting, transforming. to the point where you're planning for the future. You're desiring what could be, or focusing on what could be. What's blocking you is the Five of Fire. That is chaos. That is allowing other people, places, and situations to absorb your power, your control, it's like energy leakage. Their overall feelings is the High Priestess, Pisces energy, highly spiritual. It feels like this person possibly meditates. They could be a Pisces, highly intuitive, following their intuition, following their guidance. Their intention is the Page of Water, which is beautiful energy. It is, their intention is to be kind, loving, maybe, I don't know, flirty with you, but it feels very romantic. It feels like love, or at least the blossoming of love. What's blocking them is the King of Air. Could be a specific person. Hold on. Gemini. I had to think about who that represented. It's specifically Gemini, but it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is somebody who, they could be harsh with their words. They could be honest to a fault, to the point where they might say things that hurt their other people's feelings. Or it could be that there's somebody that's blocking this connection in some fashion. This is also somebody who could be a little bit emotionally unavailable, which I find interesting, because if they are a water sign, there's two kinds of water signs. Well, there's a lot of kinds of water signs, but I will say that water signs who are not in their shadow energy have a tendency to feel things very deeply, but they don't necessarily express their feelings. Whereas there are the water signs who might be a little bit more in their shadow energy, who could be a little bit emotionally all over the place. It just feels like this person speaks their mind, and it could definitely be to the detriment of others. They might not think before they speak. They could be a little crass. The most likely outcome, interestingly, we have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, and the Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy specifically. I feel honestly that the most likely outcome is the creation of, it almost feels as though this is going to be a very strong spiritual union, because the overall energy is the door to spirit. Now, I feel like this could go a couple different ways. It could be that this opens the door to spirit by some harsh fears coming to light, because the Moon also does talk about fears, which to me would be like this person being able to trigger the other person, which brings all of that up to the surface in order to be healed and like moved through and worked through. So it could be rough. It could be this person who has a tendency to be kind of harsh with honest truth, but harsh the way that they deliver. But with the Magician in the outcome position and the Moon, I feel like this is clarity and truth and highly spiritual. And I feel like it is opening the door to a very strong spiritual union. I definitely feel like there could be future here. We have transformation. We have the High Priestess. And as far as blocks go, I'm not highly concerned with either one of your blocks. I mean, I don't feel like they're so extreme to the point that it's a deal breaker. I think everybody has their thing, right? That nobody's meant to 100% be like, I heard Care Bears, like 100% put together, right? It's everybody kind of has their thing. So I'm going to go ahead and say for Sagittarius, you and your person are actually really a strong spiritual union for definitely transformation and change for one another. Let us move on to Scorpio at 3548. Going in reverse order. I have already done Pisces through Sag. We are currently on Scorpio, headed towards Aries. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So please do always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, especially Venus when we're doing anything pertaining to love, as your Venus sign has a tendency to be your love language. And feel free to cross-watch if you know the person you're dealing with, different placements. I will also make mention that I am doing you up here versus them down here. If for any reason you can resonate more with them and feel like that's your energy, feel free to swap it. These are general readings. All right, I need to take a sip. I'm feeling parched. I'm feeling the parched. Okay. Thankfully, the sun has somewhat moved out of the line of my eyeballs. Scorpio, right? Yes, we're on Scorpio. I don't know why it's difficult when I go in reverse order. Feelings. It's like trying to recite the alphabet backwards. It's just not natural. Intentions. Most likely blocks. And the most likely outcome. Ooh, 2 cards. Feelings on their side. Ooh. Intentions. Blocks. Most likely outcome. Overall energy. Okay. Scorpio. If this is not your reading, please feel free to check your other placements. I'm just throwing that out there before we even dive in. I'd like to just take the cards and start again, but that's not the way this works. So I don't believe in coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. Your overall feelings is the 4 of Earth. I feel like you're holding on to something for dear life, possibly. Your intentions, and I say dear life because we'll get into their cards here in a minute. But it's like holding on too tightly, not letting something go. Your overall intentions is the 2 of Water. That is very sweet and endearing. This is you desiring a relationship, wanting love, commitment. What's most likely blocking you is a Page of Fire. Now, the Page of Fire in itself, the energy is just somebody who is passion-driven, possibly passionately driven by their loins. Normally in a relationship situation, when this card pops out, it has a tendency to mean somebody who's in it to hit it and quit it. It could be that that's their energy for you. But it also could pertain to another person, or it could even be your energy. But I feel like your intentions are far more heartfelt than that. This is also, the Page of Fire has a tendency to be somebody younger, whether it's in maturity or age. Their overall feelings, we have the King of Earth in the reverse. So specifically, Taurus, Virgo energy. But it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be that's who you're dealing with. This is somebody who's incredibly selfish. This is somebody in their shadow energy. And if it's not that is their sign, excuse me, I'm mildly distracted by ridiculous comments. So give me one moment, please. My apologies. There we go. So if this isn't their specific sign, the energy is just somebody who could be lacking. They're feeling like this is unstable, that maybe they're feeling that about you. You're not grounded, you're not stable, financially lacking, maybe head in the clouds. But it's all about somebody who's incredibly selfish. So whether that's their energy, this is their feelings. So I don't know if that's their feelings towards you or just how they're feeling in general, like lacking, not grounded, not stable, or if they're feeling that about you. But I feel like you're holding on to this person very tightly. And whether they're earth energy or not, they're in shadow energy 100%. Or at least their feelings about this situation towards you is not grounded or stable or healthy or abundant in any way, shape, or form. Their overall intentions, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, is to not offer you their cup of love. They have no intentions on giving you they have no intentions on giving you their cup of love. There is, if anything, their intentions are to take your emotional energy. I just heard succubus. And so without getting completely into what that is, it's like an energy vampire, somebody who comes into your life and sucks the life out of you and pretends that they are one way, but in actuality, you find out when you're, you sometimes get to a point that you realize when you're with them, God, you start getting tired, or you'll get a headache, or you're constantly not feeling well around them. Or when they leave your presence, it's like you're just exhausted. That would be like an energy vampire, somebody who's coming in to just take from you and you get nothing in return but feeling depleted and sucked dry. So your block is this Page of Fire. I have half a mind to assume that that is them. They could be emotionally and physically immature. They could be a little bit younger than you. But their block is the Lovers in the reverse. Again, this is somebody who is not looking for long term. This is somebody who has no interest in giving you love or a relationship or any kind of stability. Maybe they can't give you any kind of grounded, stable anything because they are not that themselves. The most likely outcome, we have the King of Earth and the Call on your side. So I feel like you are following your intuition and guidance, finding something that's far more grounded and stable. Like their feelings are the King of Earth in the reverse. So this isn't them. You could be finding yourself following your intuition to somebody who is grounded, stable. Theirs is the Two of Fire, the minor arcana of the World card, which to me talks about, for some of you, you could find out that they are actually attracted to their same sex, and that is not you. But this is somebody who is literally turning their back on you and moving on, moving in a different direction, beginning a new cycle with somebody else somewhere else. The energy is all about, we have number 23 all tied up and number 22 yin and yang. But in the upright, it's yin, which is talking about going inward to truly identify what it is that one desires, where it is that one desires to be, to free oneself from the chains that they have bound themselves with. I feel like you're going within to figure out what chains have bound you to this type of behavior. Why it is that I feel like you are so strongly holding on to this person that clearly, at least from the cards, doesn't want you, doesn't have, and I don't mean that negatively, like I'm not trying to be rude, but everything points to the fact that they are using you. They have no desire to give you what it is that you want. They don't even possibly have the ability to. They are nothing like what you are. And so I'm giving this a definite no. Broken heart all the way around if you continue to move down this road with this person. Okay, we are going from Scorpio to Libra at 46-47. I love the sunshine, but I feel like I need to invest in, I don't know if I can pull these over. I have transparent curtains hanging. Both. These ones are a little bit thicker, but still transparent. And so the sun is... And also, the leaves are falling out of the tree that's right in front of the window. And so the sun is just blinding me. All right, we are on Libra. Let's do some shuffling. Again, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Maybe your sun isn't resonating as much as your moon or your rising or your Venus. Definitely check out your Venus because that is your love language. Also, feel free to cross-watch where you are spying on the person that you are dealing with and their signs to see if you can gain any information that way. At the end of the day, follow your intuition because frankly, your intuition is going to always tell you the truth, and energy doesn't lie. All right. I have cat hair stuck to my paper towel that is keeping my condensation at bay. Where are we at? Libra. Oh, you know what? I should have mentioned happy birthday to the Scorpios. Even though that was a crumb bum reading for you, I apologize. But hey, knowing is half the battle there. Also, I want to say, even though my father does not watch this, he is definitely almost pushing 80. Happy birthday. Today is his birthday. He is the beginning of Scorpio. So, all right, Libra. Feelings. Intentions. I feel like that came out sideways. But this is the good tarot, and we only read the good tarot upright because that's what it tells you to do in the package. So, their feelings, their intentions. How am I taking that? We'll just leave it sideways. Most likely outcome. Sideways means I get to read it both ways. Yay me. Again, this is Libra. So, Angela, I appreciate you asking questions. I only answer the super chats. So maybe your question will be answered if you're following along to listen to your sun, moon, rising, or the person you're dealing with. Or you can do a super chat. Okay. Again, Libra, your overall feelings, beautiful energy, 10 of water. unconditional love. Like you're feeling the feels for sure, longevity. I definitely feel like you have true, strong emotions for your person. Your intentions is the 5 of air. Now it's interesting because, like I said, this card kind of came out sideways, but it's the good tarot. And we don't read the good tarot in the reverse or any other way but the way that it tells you to read it, which is always in the upright. But your intentions are the 5 of air. And the 5 of air is conflict, arguments, and it could even be internal arguments. Maybe you enjoy debating with this person or bickering. Maybe that is part of your love language, but that's your intention, is to, like, you love this person to death, but your intentions are to argue. Maybe it is a case of, like, I'm right and I have to get my point across, which isn't necessary. You can be right and they can be right because we're all right technically from our own perceptions. What's blocking you is the 4 of water. So there's wisdom that needs to be gained. The 4 of water is the energy of somebody who is rejecting because they're bored or discontent with what they've been receiving emotionally. But there's a need to really pay attention because you are being given another emotional opportunity that's so beautiful. But when you're stuck in that energy, possibly this energy, you could overlook it or miss the opportunity. Their overall feelings, again, beautiful, wish fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. However, I will say, for a small few of you, that the 9 of Cups also is a single card. I read it as it being a single card. Somebody who's emotionally sovereign, where they don't let other people's things bother them. But it's also faith in the universe. And so I feel like we could read this both ways, where either they could be feeling like they're single, or they're feeling like you are their wish fulfillment. Their overall intentions is the 2 of air. This came out sideways. And frankly, I feel like this is somebody who has been overanalyzing a situation. So maybe they're overanalyzing their intentions. Maybe they're needing to make a decision and refusing to. But it feels like they are kind of in between. Like they're about to make their intentions known or become clear on their intentions if they are not already. Because again, this is somebody who needs to make a decision or a choice. And either they're just refusing to, or they're unable to, or feeling unwilling to. But I feel like they're about to, because it's coming out sideways. I have to sneeze. What's blocking them is the 7 of Cups sideways. This is the inability to make a choice. So I got to be honest. I don't know how new this relationship is, but it could be that this person has been single for some time, and they kind of like their singlehood, and they don't know what their intentions are because they haven't made a decision yet. And I feel like maybe that's why your intentions are to keep arguing or fighting for your desires. The block is that they have options and they're needing to make a choice. Now, again, this is coming out sideways, so it feels like they're getting close to making a choice. But the question is, are they going to choose you? Is it going to be that you're bickering and arguing and fighting is helpful? Probably not. But let's get into the most likely outcome. We have the 4 of air. This is the energy of clarity and really going within and meditating. beautiful energy for you. I feel like that is definitely needed. It's also healing energy. And their energy is release. Scorpio energy. This is the death card. So this is the energy of endings that lead to new beginnings. So it's the death. It can either be, nope, I'm done. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm going to go my own way. Or it could be, we need to take a break. This needs to stop. And it's going to transmute into a new beginning. There's a strategy here. And so I'm going with the feeling that this is an ending in order for you all to have a new beginning. But I will say that if you're going to have a new beginning, you might need to let this go. So Libra, that is what I have for you. Let's move on to a Virgo at 5633. 5633 Virgo. Again, I am going in reverse order. We started with Pisces. We have gone to Libra. We are over halfway through at this point, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we are, yes, just barely over halfway through as we start on Virgo, headed towards Aries. Yay, Virgo. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. Oops, what the heck happened there? So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Maybe that's a sign that they have a tendency to fumble when they're around you, Virgo. Also, feel free to watch your placements, your other placements, sun, moon, rising, especially Venus when it comes to love, when it comes to any reader, even astrology, when it pertains to love. Venus is your love language. And so it has a tendency to, you know, in love situations, sometimes ring true. Just like your moon is your emotions. So that would be a good one to check out too. You know, our placements are there for a reason. We are not just our sun sign, for sure. Sun is more your outward, well, no, sun is like your spiritual side and your career, and the rising sign is your overall you. What people outside of you also see as you. So, where are we? Virgo. Yes. How could I have forgotten? You versus them. If you feel like at any point the roles are reversed, feel free to switch them. This is your reading, right? And maybe it's not your reading, so check out your other placements. Ooh, I like that, Virgo. I feel like I have a big table here, but I just always feel like there's not enough room to put stuff. I mean, I could move my plant or, you know, whatever. What are your feelings, Virgo? Like for me to zip it and get with the reading? Blocks and outcome. La, 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 la. I don't know. Maybe you're watching the Smurfs. Their feelings, intentions. Ouch. Blocks and outcome. Virgo. Okay. Your overall feelings are the king of fire, specifically Sagittarius energy, but it could be Aries, Leo, Sag. It could be that that's the person you're dealing with, or you could just be embodying those feelings, and that is all about passion, drive, desire, magic. It is going after, it's masculine. It's going after what it is that you are truly desiring, like, I'm going to have it. It's also very magnetic, charismatic. So you could be feeling that they are all of those things, or you could be feeling that way and going after what it is that you're desiring. Your overall intention is the messenger of earth. It feels like you are desiring to offer something to them in this 3D, albeit slow, because Earth energy is incredibly slow. Gosh, it feels so Virgo to me. I'm just like, you've made sure that you have checked every box and marked every T, and everything is like, yep, okay, everything's in order, we can go and make this offer now. And it feels like it's some kind of stable, secure offer. Now, whether it's that your intention is to just have that with them or offer it, this is a very well thought out, slow moving energy, unlike the King of Fire. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, because the King of Fire is like, I need a piece of that. Like, I want that. I'm taking that, and I will do whatever it takes. I'm very charismatic, and I always get my way kind of energy. What's blocking you? The Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. Interesting that this is a block, because this is all about new beginnings. It's all about fertility. So it could be that there's a fertility issue. Maybe that this person wants kids and you can't have kids. Maybe they've got somebody else pregnant. But it's all about creativity, new beginnings, abundance. Like, I don't know how this could possibly be a block unless it's what you're desiring and they're not digging it, or vice versa. Their overall feelings, interesting, because we have the 3 of Earth in the reverse. This feels like the 3 of Pentacles is a collaboration, a coming together. It is really putting forth the energy and effort into something that you love and desire. So in the reverse, it feels like they're really just not putting a lot of energy and effort into this. They're not feeling that this is a good coming together, or like things just aren't meshing at this point. However, their intentions are the 2 of Cups. So regardless of how they're feeling right now, maybe they're feeling like you're just not working together with them. Maybe you guys don't feel like you're on the same page, or they don't feel like you're on the same page. Their feeling is the lack of collaboration, a lack of coming together. But their intentions are love, wanting to date and fall in love and court and be romantic. What's blocking them? Failing to recognize a freaking amazing opportunity, because they've had so many missed, I don't even know if it's missed opportunities, because this person is sitting here staring at these 3 cups, and he just looks so miserable, he's so not happy with the emotional experiences this far in life. And Spirit is standing behind him, about ready to offer this new opportunity, this new cup. And this person is still focused on maybe past rejections or unfulfilling emotional situations. Interesting that there's 3 here and there's 3 here. The lack of collaboration, they could feel like you guys just don't work well together, but it could be because they're focused on emotional opportunities that didn't work out, as opposed to seeing that this is a new opportunity. So they could be stuck in some kind of emotional rut. What is blocking them? That is. The most likely outcome. Well, let's see. We have the King of Air. Specifically Gemini energy, but it's not Aries. It is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The King of Air is somebody who doesn't mince words. This is the energy of somebody who tells it like it is. They see their truth. They speak their truth, regardless of how it comes out or how it might affect others. This is the energy of somebody who sees things completely clear. And This is the energy of somebody who's a little bit chaotic in their energy. It is the energy of somebody who is possibly into some drama. I'm curious if you're dealing with a fire sign, because it feels like this 5 of fire is somebody who might have their energy going in a lot of different directions. Here today, gone tomorrow. Wherever their passion leads them is where they're headed. What I do find interesting is that the overall energy is number 33, door to romance. I feel as though the most likely outcome is that you're going to literally lay down the law. And it is either going to shape somebody up or ship somebody out. I feel like the end result, whether you all are together or not, is that it's definitely opening up a door to romance for both of you. But I feel as though in this situation, it might be rocky to get there. It might be knocking somebody off their pedestal, per se. But I feel as though this is the energy of, if you're wanting to deal with somebody who could be a little bit fiery and hard to deal with, possibly all over the map at times, here today, gone tomorrow, passionate one day, can't find him the next. It could definitely turn into something because their heart is in it. It's just that they're conflicted and all over the map. And it could be because of whatever's blocking them. I definitely feel like you're both in that energy of the door to romance. I will say that if this isn't really something that you're invested in, I would go a different direction. But I definitely feel like it can work on some level. It's just whether or not that level is worth it to you. All right, let's move on to Leo. I almost said Cancer. We're on Leo at 107.49. 107.49. Oh, I like that name. I fix boats. All right. Leo. I am doing you versus them. Feel free to swap the roles as you see fit. Also, feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Woo! Dropping cards. We are on Leo. I went in reverse order. We have already done Pisces down to Virgo. We have Leo all the way to Aries left. So we are over halfway through. I am accepting super chat questions only. One question per super chat, please. And all super chats will be answered at the end of the signs. Why am I trying to shuffle that? We are ready to go. Leo. Your feelings, your intentions, your blocks, and the most likely outcome. Their feelings, intentions. Oh, shnikey. I just dropped the whole frickin' old deck. Blocks. Interesting. That's an interesting block. And the most likely outcome. on again? Leo. Good grief. Your overall feelings is the messenger of air. So you could be dealing with an air sign, but at face value, the messenger of air is clarity, truth, and honesty. You could be feeling interesting. You could be feeling as if this person I find it interesting because the messenger of air is also the fastest moving knight in the deck, and they tend to come in haphazardly and speak their truth and drop truth bombs. And it could be that, like I said, you're dealing with an air sign, or you're feeling like this person is very honest and truthful, trustworthy. Your overall intentions is the ace of air. Hello. Ace of air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is, again, your intentions are, this is truth, clarity, honesty. Who am I doing? Leo? Are you truly all up in this air energy? That's interesting. I feel like you could definitely be dealing with an air sign. We have your block is a queen of air, Libra energy. So air, air, air. Your overall block is interesting because it's truth. It's clarity. It's somebody who is incredibly diplomatic. Somebody who wants to hear all sides of the story, but is willing to cut out people, places, and situations that don't serve them. It's entirely possible that this person is maybe cutting through some kind of clarity or truth. It could be that they're blocking you. Their overall feelings is the 9 of water. So the 9 of water is the energy of wish fulfillment, but it's also the single energy. So I feel like this person could feel like they're single, like they are emotionally sovereign. They're not allowing people, places, or situations to burst their bubble or bother them in any way, shape, or form. It feels like they could be all about themselves at this time. Their overall intentions is to not make a choice. I feel like they've already made their decision, and I feel as though it's their honesty, their truth, and their clarity. What's blocking them? You. It feels like you're blocking each other. The sun, Leo energy. This is, I feel like, not that their block is joy, happiness, abundance, the happiest card in the deck. I feel like it's you. And I feel like you're blocking them and they're blocking you. Why is that? That's an interesting scenario there. It definitely feels like maybe your truth and clarity and the way you're seeing things is not jiving with them, because again, their feelings is that they're single. They're living their best life. They have no intentions on making a choice, or there is no choice for them. I feel like there's no intention. They have no intention with you. They're not making an effort or a choice for you. You're blocking them, and they're possibly blocking you. If this isn't them, it's your truth, your clarity, your energy, this air energy that is blocking this. And that's why you could be a little bit too analytical, or up in your headspace, or too honest, or too truthful, or it's interesting. The most likely outcome, you're getting left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Earth, same difference. That is being left out in the cold. It's being ghosted. It also talks about being careful of the thoughts you think because they create your reality. On their end, they have the High Priestess. They're following their intuition, their guidance. Pisces energy specifically, but this is somebody who is highly intuitive, psychic. I feel as though they are following their intuition. And the overall energy is strategy number 21 in the reverse. Meaning there is no plan here. There is no strategy. There is no movement forward. So Leo, whoever this is that you're dealing with, I feel like you're blocking it to some extent. And it could either be because of your over analyzing or your truth bombs or your clarity or your intentions or all of whatever. Or it's them, and if they're an air sign. So interesting. This is a go nowhere situation. Interesting. Where are we at? Cancer at 116.29. 116.29. How did I get into working with tarot? Is that what you're asking? Well, that's a really long story. Tarot is a tool. For people, well, I feel like anybody can use tarot, really. But at the end of the day, I follow my intuition and I channel messages. So if you're interested in a personal reading, there is information in the description as well as on my channel page, the about info on how to get a personal reading. If it is that you are desiring to ask a question, I am taking super chat questions only. And those will be, it's one question per super chat, and those are being answered at the end of the all signs. Which reminds me, I am currently on Cancer. I have done Pisces all the way down to Leo. We have Gemini, Taurus, and Aries left to do. Feel free to watch all of your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, especially Venus when it comes to love. That is your love language. Or cross-watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Again, I give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. Always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is the you, this is the them. If at any point you feel like your energy is down here, feel free to swap the roles as need be. Let us get into it. We are on Cancer. Ooh, interesting. Cancer, your feelings, your intentions, your block, and most likely outcome. One more, please. Their feelings, their intentions, Caroline, you can backtrack. I'll leave time stamps when I'm finished here, but I've already read Pisces and Aquarius. They were the first two signs that I read, so you can go all the way back to the very beginning and see if those resonate with you at all. Their blocks, and most likely outcome. Ooh, 3 cards. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Again, I feel like I'm just running out of space here. I need to hydrate. Cancer. Overall feelings. Ace of Earth. Nice. Feeling like this is something grounded, stable, new. Great opportunity. Intentions. Ace of Fire, passion, excitement, new passion experience, drive, hot. I'm feeling it. That's great. Your block is the Tower. I don't know if I said the Ace of Fire is Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know if I said the Ace of Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a Scorpio, Aries energy. What's blocking you is that there's something that's not built on a steady foundation. And so Tower is unexpected shifts or changes taking place. So we'll get into that a little bit more. We have the Three of Fire is their feelings. This is somebody who sees a future with you, an opportunity. They're planning for a future. Their intentions are the Moon, Cancer energy. That's you. Their intentions, Cancer, Pisces, but Cancer, I feel like you are their intentions, but also to listen to their intuition. They could be trying to face fears, and I just feel like you are their intentions. What's blocking them? Pisces energy, the King of Water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, specifically Pisces. It could be another water sign. It could be their heart or their emotions, something to do with it could just definitely be you. And I say that because what's blocking you is a Tower, some unexpected shift or change. You could this could not be built on some kind of steady foundation. I don't see any love in your energy. I don't necessarily see it in theirs either. But we have we have finances, stability, grounded. We have passion, drive, and desire. But I don't see any cups, any love, right? At least in theirs, they're planning for the future. You're their intention. And it feels like you're blocking them as well. Interesting. The most likely outcome, they have the Seven of Water. Not they, you. You have the Seven of Water, Cancer. A lot of options. You could have your heads up in the clouds in the respect of like you're seeing potential in somebody as opposed to who they truly are. That can be the Seven of Cups. It also talks about having a lot of options. Maybe... Give me 1 second. Thank you, Bridget. Glad to see you. Their overall outcome on their end is they want to collaborate with you. They want to create something with you. But I feel like they have a lot of fear. And overthinking, overanalyzing, sleepless nights. But I feel like they're trying to heal that and follow their guidance and their intuition. The overall energy for this outcome is anxiety, fear. I feel, Cancer, like there is a need to really figure out if this is something that you truly desire. And if so, there's a need to create something a little bit more stable and sturdy and add some emotion, some love. Make sure you truly love this person, because I feel like they're planning a future with you or desiring to plan a future with you. They see a future with you. You are in their intentions. They're trying to overcome their fears. They're following their intuition, but it feels like you or possibly another water sign is blocking them. I feel like they're wanting to collaborate with you, work together with you. They definitely need to work on their fears. They're overthinking and overanalyzing. I feel like they're trying really hard to heal that, to really follow that intuition. but there's anxiety. And the anxiety could even be from you because you have a lot of options. So yes, I feel like this could work, but I feel like Cancer, you need to come down to earth and make a choice. If this is truly the person that you want to be with, or if you're still looking for the next best whoever. Let's move on to Gemini at 125.45. 125.45. Okay, so I have done Pisces all the way through to Cancer. I went in reverse order today. We have Gemini that I am on right now, and then Taurus and Aries. This is you versus them. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So please do always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also watch your different placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, especially when we're talking about love or romance. This doesn't have to be love, by the way. You versus them could be you versus your family member, you versus your boss. Take it however it resonates for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. Could be friendship. Like, who knows? Everybody's different. I will be leaving timestamps in the comment section after we are done here. I am doing super chats, only one question per super chat, please. And all super chats will be answered at the end after Aries. Let me take a sip. I am parched. And give me a second to read the comments real quick. Okay, where are we at? Gemini, yes. All right, Gemini, your feelings. Whew, your intentions. What's blocking you? What is the most likely outcome? Their feelings. Their intentions. What's blocking them? Most likely outcome. Did I have another card flip? No, I did not. And the overall energy for the most likely outcome. Eee, that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, well, Geminis are going to be happy. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Everybody's different. Okay. Gemini, your overall feelings are the Ace of Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You could have that in your chart, but you are passionate towards this person. You know, when it comes to overall feelings, is it how you feel about them or how you feel that they are? I feel like it's how you feel about them. You feel passion, drive, desire. But you could also feel like they are very passionate, driven, and desirable, or desiring of you. Your overall intentions is the Page of Earth. Pages bring news. So what is it that this is pertaining to? I feel like your intentions are to offer something tangible in the 3D, but very simplistic. Like, you want to be friends? You want to hang out? It feels very easy. And it's a good energy. It's not forceful or pushy or, you know, it's very, let's hang out and be friends. Like, let's go maybe to a movie or something, right? Something tangible, something in the 3D, but small, not like forceful in any way, shape, or form. What's blocking you is the 8 of Earth. interesting. This is, you might not desire to put work and energy and effort into this. That's what the Eight of Earth is. It's work, energy, effort, time. And that could be blocking you. If it's not into this specific situation, it is that you're not willing to put the work, effort, and time into something. And that is what's blocking you. We have their overall feelings is awakening, Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a water sign, specifically a Pisces. But this is somebody who is taking a minute to get a different perspective or to see things in a new way. So they could be feeling like they're seeing you in a new light, in a new way, from a new perspective. Their intention is the Four of Earth, to hold on. I'm getting a song. Is it Hold On, Little Girl? Show me what they did to you. So come on over. Let me be the one to hold you, I think. I'm the one who wants to. I don't know. Their intentions is to hold on. Maybe with that song, if you know the lyrics, you can get more of a detail on what their intentions are. It feels like to, in a sense, protect you, be there for you. Maybe intention is to hold you tightly. I don't know. What's blocking them? Pisces. What's going on? Their feelings is Pisces energy. Their block is Pisces. So again, you could be dealing with a water sign. They could be getting in their own way. It also could pertain to their emotional energy. Pisces is somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic. They're trustworthy, honorable, devoted. It is the energy of somebody who feels things very deeply but doesn't necessarily show their emotions. That could be what's blocking this situation. Maybe they're not showing you enough of their emotions. Maybe it's that they're, feeling things far too deeply. Or they could have a water sign in their life that is blocking, or you could have a water sign in your life that is blocking the situation. Either way, it's either the energy or a specific water sign, specifically Pisces, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What I do love to see, and I'm so excited to show, is that we have the most likely outcome. Your energy on this end is the Ace of Air. Truth, clarity, honesty, following it. Following your intuition and your guidance. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Being yourself. And their energy is, oh my gosh, it's you. It's Gemini. The lovers, soulmate connection. Hello. I feel like there's definitely, the most likely outcome is that there's going to be complete clarity that this is a soulmate connection. And the energy that, of course, I got 3 cards on. Shocking that I can't just pull one when it comes to Aries, Gemini, and I don't know what her other placement is, but there is a specific energy that comes into my energetic field that forces more cards out, I swear. Aquarius, that's what it is. Aries, Aquarius, Gemini. Anyway, the overall energy is definitely a caring connection, number 14. 44, woman holding a heart. That to me speaks about love and heart healing energy. And number 21, strategy. Beautiful energy. When there's strategy, it means that both people are working together in order to map out a future, map out the best case scenario, especially when it comes to truth, honesty, and connection. But I definitely feel like this is, I heard winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I don't know what is going on with the blocks. I think that working with the idea of having to put some work, energy, and effort into something, I I feel like it might be worth it, just saying. And as far as their block with the water energy, I'm not sure if it's another person, but I feel like there's determination here, and you guys are going to pull through and work through it all. I feel like there's clarity and a knowing that this is the right one. We are moving on to Taurus at 135.27. 135.27. I feel like I should also make mention that I have put the November monthlies out. Extended group members get them all before the general non-members. I have 2 more left to do. I believe it's Pisces and Aquarius. Those will be done tomorrow. But yeah, the extended group has already received all but the last 2. And I think that my general page has received all but the last 4, which is Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sagittarius, I believe. Either way, they'll be out in the next couple days. Extended group will get all of them by tomorrow. So November readings are coming out. Just want to say that. Where are we? Did I shuffle? Oh my gosh. We're on Taurus. I don't think I shuffled. I did not. All right. Aw, thanks, Ozzy. Just lucky, I guess. It's the genes. How do I have that card over there? Well, that's good. I don't know if that reflected in one of the readings, Carol Ann, but go with what feels right to you. Go with your intuition. It's your life. You should make yourself happy, right? With however that looks to you. Okay, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way, so please do always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. We have the sun, the moon, the rising, the Venus, especially Venus if you're looking for love. But these are not necessarily love readings. You versus them could be you versus your boss, you versus your neighbor, whatever the case may be. Feel free to cross-watch if you know their sign information. You could get a lot of information that way. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So please always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let us get into the Taurus. What are your overall feelings, Taurus? I heard diplomatic. Your intentions, your blocks, and most likely outcome. Most likely outcome for lay Taurus. Overall feelings for the person, from the person that you are dealing with, Taurus. Intentions. What are their intentions towards Taurus? Blocks. What is blocking them? Interesting. Interesting. Most likely outcome. One card, please. One card. There we go. And the overall energy. Well, it's entirely possible, Carol Ann, that she isn't the person you're meant to be with. Maybe it was just meant to open that door for you. So, okay, Taurus, your overall feelings are the 6 of Earth. This is the energy of balance and feeling as though this is a gift, really. I mean, that the 6 of Earth is balance, and it's also a gift from the universe. It could feel as though there is You feeling charitable as well. Your overall intentions are the 10 of air. To drop the commentary, the old way of thinking or communicating. This is good. This is the ending of a cycle. This is a way of thinking, believing, communicating. It definitely feels like that the intention is to let go of all of that. However, hopefully you get that done quickly because you're blocked by the 9 of air. Self-imposed prison, overthinking, overanalyzing, thinking about the worst case scenario, fear, negativity. So when it pertains to this situation, I feel as though your intentions are good to let it all go. It's not serving you in any way, shape, or form. If anything, it's keeping you blocked and stuck. And it becomes self-fulfilling prophecy if you continue down that road. But the 9 of air is what's blocking you. So clearly you need to get to that 10. You need to let that go. It could even be affecting your health. Their overall feelings is the Strength card. Beautiful. It feels like they feel like this is, well, they're definitely in their personal power, but it feels like they are feeling like this has... Maybe you give them strength, perseverance, compassion. It just feels very like they feel like this is a strong connection. Their intentions, the 4 of earth, to hold on. What's blocking them? Interesting. 3 cards came out. And we have the 2 of air. This is somebody who needs to make a decision. And they are either unwilling to or unable to. We have the 4 of air, which is somebody who is literally trying to heal, go within, figure out how to make that choice, that decision. And then we have the 7 of air. This is the energy of somebody, frankly, I want to say it's strategy, but looking at this card, this feels like a runner. Somebody who possibly is still in a fight or flight energy. And so I do like to see that there could be this idea of they're trying to heal this. But it feels like what's blocking them is that they get stuck. Maybe in ideas or thoughts or communication, because that is air energy, and they try really hard to get some sort of clarity or insight, but inevitably they could just have that feeling of it's too much, I gotta go. So that could be a block for them. I will say, however, that the outcome feels pretty dang spiffy. We have your energy as that Ace of Air. Thank you. Thank you. You dropped it. That's how we get out of the 10 of Air. We release it. And your outcome is that you released it. That's the only way to get to the Ace, is that you dropped the 10, which means you dropped your block. Whatever was causing this issue for you, you dropped it, or you're going to drop it. This is clarity, truth. This is beautiful energy, honesty, new way of communicating. And they're in the fire energy, passion, drive, desire. Now, whether they are a fire sign or they're just embodying this energy, or this is just energy that's coming into the situation, it feels as though, again, it is passion, drive, desire. This is the energy of magic, charisma, magnetism, and the overall energy, cornucopia. This is a beautiful, beautiful situation. Whether you are in love or these are friends or family or whatever the situation is for you, I feel like this is definitely 2 thumbs up. You are, you're going places and it's good. So let's get into Aries, lastly but not leastly, we have made it all the way through to Aries. Let me see if I can catch up on some comments. I'm Taurus, my girlfriend just left me after 20 years. Huh. Sorry to hear that, Ozzy. However, I will say that maybe somebody new is coming in for you. Maybe check your other placements. So, Caroline, I would just kind of take things slow, see where it goes. Well, if you enjoyed it, take it as a good sign, but maybe take things slow, because anything I've ever come to find out when it comes to any type of relationship is when it comes to work or somewhere where you have to be on a regular, consistent basis. Until you don't have to be there on a regular, consistent basis, sometimes it is best to, I don't know why that was flipped over, wait on those. Because if, heaven forbid, it takes a turn, you're kind of putting yourself in a predicament. And the world is huge. There are so many other people out in the world. And Ozzy, I would definitely check your other placements. Sun, moon, rising, your Venus, especially if you're looking for love. These are general readings, so you can see if another one resonates for you. Okay. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way, so always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or cross-watch for whoever it is that you're dealing with. I do offer personal readings. There is information in the description box along with on my page, my channel, in the drop-down box about section, I believe it is. I do on lives, I will do a question, a super chat question. A super chat, if you don't know what that is when you actually pay for me to answer a question, because I go through all the signs. These are general readings, and for me to tap into the energy and do all of that, it costs money. So, like I said, always feel free to check your other placements, because a lot of times you can get the answer to whatever question from doing that. But if you would like a personal one-on-one reading, there's information, I believe, even in the description box on this live, but definitely in all of the description boxes, as well as on my channel. You can find information on how to contact me for specific personal readings and all of that fun stuff. So, Aries, right? Yes. 148.14. 148. 14. All right. Lastly, but not leastly, because we went in reverse order. Also, don't forget that I am here every Friday night at 6 p.m. to do the week ahead reading. So there is that as well for the lives. Aries, your overall feeling, your overall intention. I have to laugh. I know there's more than just my sister that is an Aries, but a lot of times, I feel as though I pick up on her energy, because she is a force to be reckoned with, for sure. She throws her energy in my direction. Their overall feelings. Their overall feelings. Yeah, so if the Aries readings aren't really working out for you, it's probably because my sister's energy bogarts them. So go ahead and check out your other placements. I know you do. And the most likely outcome. Good grief. They took a long time. I feel like whoever you're dealing with kind of has weak sauce energy compared to you. I just gotta say, most likely energy. Maybe not weak sauce, maybe tame. We'll say tame. Okay. Aries, your overall feelings is the Queen of Fire, you. Like, this is why I have to laugh. Aries, your overall feelings are about you. Your energy, passion, drive, desire, magic, charisma, like, you're all about you. And that's good. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that you are in your power. Your overall intentions, Cancer energy, the Chariot, victory, success, and movement forward. Like, I ain't got time to play. Let's move it. Let's move on. What's blocking you is the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. I feel like it's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune is all about things finally moving forward after a time of stagnancy. It also is like unexpected advancement or shifts or changes. And so I feel like what's blocking you is your good fortune and in a respect of things finally getting that shove, but it's maybe that energy of having to wait for it, or things actually taking a turn and maybe you don't see it in a good light, like, oh, this doesn't feel like it's good, but in reality it's like, no, this is karma coming through for you in a good way, like blessing you. Like, it could be that that's what's kind of holding a situation at bay, either that the Wheel of Fortune hasn't spun yet, and so it's the waiting, and or that there's a need to really view and understand the Wheel of Fortune as a blessing if it doesn't feel that way. Their overall feelings is this Six of, oh my gosh, that's terrible. I don't even want to repeat that, but I heard cripple. It's the Six of Earth, and I don't mean because this person's in a wheelchair. I feel like they're feeling crippled, like they can't make a move, or it's interesting because the Six of Earth is all about balance and good fortune, gift from the universe. But I almost feel as though it almost feels as if they could have a feeling that, like, you see this person and all these handouts, like they're feeling tied to other responsibilities or something. I mean, I definitely feel like there's a blessing and a windfall energy here, but it could feel like they have a lot of obligations. Maybe that's a better word. Their intention, beautiful, is the Three of Earth. That is all about collaboration, building something with you, possibly business-wise to begin with. But it definitely feels like it's an energy of following their passion, their drive, their desire, bringing it into the 3D, building something with you, collaborating with you. What's blocking them? Logic, honesty, truth, clarity, communication, their insight, their perception. I mean, it feels like there's a bit that's blocking them. And it's interesting. It could be pages bring news, but it's also the energy of somebody who is possibly younger. If they're not age younger, they could be mentally immature a little bit. Could be immaturity when it comes to their communication, their truth, their because I see the butterflies, which is transformation. Maybe there's a need for them to grow in their clarity, grow in their intellect, grow in their the way that they speak or see things, and they're not. Ooh. So the most likely outcome is nice. It's you in your power. Like, hello, here I am with all my power and strength, and kneel before me. Leo energy. And them in the moon energy, specifically Pisces, Cancer. Interesting, because I feel like you are... It feels like the energy of having the strength and perseverance to move through fears, secrets, illusions, and also following your intuition. And I feel like you're both in the energy of taking action. However, I feel like you're taking the lead. I wouldn't think anything less than an Aries to most likely take the lead. And I feel like maybe that's what they need. And I don't like using the word cripple, but I don't feel like it's in the respect just because this person's in a wheelchair. I feel like it's more the energy of somebody who's feeling like they have a lot of commitments or a lot of mouths to feed or a lot going on, that maybe they need somebody to take the reins. The question is that what you want? I definitely feel as though Aries, this is the energy of somebody who has great intentions, but not really good on the communication or the growth when it comes to that. Their intellect, they might not be smart enough for you. I'm saying that for one specific person. But as far as like, they might not be able to communicate on a wavelength that works for you. So do I think this could work? Yes, I do. Do I think that it's more of you being in charge and control, almost like a mother figure to somebody? Yes, I do. If that's something that appeases you, yay, go for it. If not, I say there's other opportunities out there. So, oh my good golly, I will check out the chat. We finally did finish with the all of lay signs. Let's see what we have here. Bridget, you know, you have other placements that I feel like you literally bogart as well. I think I missed the comment. Hold on, let me go up and look. Hold on. True, but comments getting called. So I don't think there's anything wrong with flirting. All I'm saying is that if you pursue this, if that's something you want to do and your intuition's like, yeah, this is it, great. But also just as the devil's advocate per se, if this is a teacher situation and you have to go to school, depending on how long that's going to be, let's say you hit it off and it's great. And then maybe a couple weeks into it, it's like, no. And everything goes about fine, like nothing happened. Great. If that works that way, perfect. Let's say that it ends and maybe this person dates somebody else and there's some feelings still. Like anything can happen. Now, if you are adult enough to want this person to be happy, whether it's with you or with somebody else, or regardless, no matter what works out, and I'm just here for this moment here and now, which is how we all should be, great. Do you believe that this person is mature enough to do the same if for some reason you're like, you know, this really isn't my gig? Are they still going to be able to be respectful and responsible in their position and y'all can move along swimmingly? But at the end of the day, follow your intuition, follow your heart, whatever lights you up. Go with it. Like, don't even question it. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. It's life. That's what we go through. We get to experience all these wonderful things. And sometimes they are like, woohoo, this is awesome. And sometimes it's like, woohoo, and then, no, change my mind. It's totally acceptable. That is just how life is. We get to experience all these wonderful things. And when they work out, and keep going, wonderful. And sometimes it comes to an end and it's like, all right, no big deal. Life is a beautiful thing that way. And it's full of experiences. So if this feels like something you want to go towards it. Like, why not? That being said, I do not see any super chats today. So I have completed all the readings. I will be back on Friday. I have it posted already. 6 p.m. every Friday. I do the week ahead. All signs. Next on Friday, we will go from Aries to Pisces. I like to switch it up so everybody doesn't feel like they're last all the time. But I am going to head out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and all your comments. I truly appreciate you. I will see you all on the next one. Oh, that's right. I have to turn it off from here.